that Febiven has gone towards multiple times when he needs a blind pick safe option, and Larson then responding with the Tristana. So we can take a step back, we can look at the composition.
Concede the wave here, not going to take any risks. Denik lays down the ward, and they're still going to go for this, but Razork is on the way in. They have to be careful. B-Boy throwing down a lot of damage. Halo Blade's already going. The Ignite's already come out. B-Boy, he can dash to the rocks if he wants to, but stunned up, locked down, Inspired is going to get taken out, but first blood going over to B-Boy. That's going to be
He tries to get something back for Finn on that Renekton, but so far it's led to a gold lead and now a Drake lead for Misfits. They move their mid laner towards the side as Larson is now caught off Febiven. Here's Razork.
That's Cleanse, has Flash. Ooh, going for the insect with the Tristana, knocks him back. Razork taken down.
Match the pressure that Rogue have started with, again, Draven getting solo EXP, gold, and plate damage down there.
And you can see the gold is still actually very, very close, all things considered. All that solo farm has balanced out the kill and the assist that B-Boy has picked up. And while
because you can see Hansama, he's done a much better job at like the CS, and we talked about this, that even though Kalista got the first blood, the sheer kill threat, pressure, and like just straight up dueling potential of Draven.
Sure, both parties are kept healthy though. They try to go for this. B-Boy, though, now has to be careful. He's going to walk through the Unraveled Earth, but just in time, the Redemption comes down. B-Boy's taken out Inspired. Hansama now on the run. TP coming in. Tark also going to make sure that no one else is going to go down on the side of Misfits. And now Dan is on the hunt. Febiven on the backside, disrupting Finn, making sure he can't get here. And Draven, if he was hoping for a cash out anytime soon, it's not going to happen. B-Boy is...
She gets to that initial item breakpoint that much faster, and then as she springboards ahead of the clock, she then stays relevant longer.
And it is also the Manamute Draven, which I'll hold a thought on that one because Finn just got Tristana and the Renekton, but they have to get in range and in position to use it effectively. Tier 2 and a 2K gold lead and 2 dragons for the side of Misfits, and they're not done yet. Vander just next on the menu. One shot as Febiven comes over the wall.
And just such an easy mistake, as I'll hold it for a second. Dan. Gonna
get flicked back. Going to be difficult for him to make it out of this one. The Grievous Wounds make it pretty easy for Finn to just drop. Them getting a Game 1 win, them finding that momentum in a do-or-die series is huge, is massive, and they most certainly have that momentum. It is only a one-take stuff, but who am I to judge anyone else, so... B-Boy, though, grabbing bot lane tower. Meanwhile, on top side, Rogue are responding with something
that they came to relatively new, like they've just been training, or it's been true the entire. They just chose it strategically as like not one of the things that they ever wanted to do. Like, this is the perfect time to point it out as they're now pushing for a mid inhib.
Backing off those really good Aphelios games, I was not impressed, but this game is showing us the same level of performance that we see when B-Boy's comfortable on Aphelios. I didn't think he was going to have another champion like that, but now Kalista's going to change the nature of this series completely.
I mean, it's kind of like the idea that if you only just came to the LEC and you saw Reckless playing fast and dangerous, because Draven can't push waves very quickly comparatively to what Misfits comp can do and what the Tristana can allow for them. So Larson almost has to be grouped up in this mid lane. I've seen it happen in the LPL, so there's still a chance technically here for Rogue.
It's happened in the LEC too, Frost. It should be impossible, but it's definitely not. 2K health getting lower. It's all on B-Boy. No, he's going over the wall. He doesn't even want to risk it. He wants to get one more. He's trying to cut through the entire team. B-Boy, the heal coming out. The Baron has now already gone down, but Dan comes over the wall. Oh, it's a whole team affair, and this is a side of Misfits. When all else fails, just try to survive him. Ooh, Gromp placed well, very unintentionally blocked Sleepy Trouble. Now Finn might be able to make it out. Double dash away to safety, but there's the ult, and Finn is going to have to say night-night. B-Boy unstoppable.
It's good night, Sweet Prince. Can't do anything.
B-Boy is...
Maybe they were gambling that Misfits wouldn't play it. We've seen other teams really respect the Kalista, banning it onto Red. Still need to close it, however, as Larson has his cleanse, so he feels very brave to do this, as well as the Dark Passage right there. Knows that if he eats the wrong end of a Sejuani ultimate, that he should be able to walk out of that one. And again, Rogue's composition is so reliant, though. Oh, no. Rogue have timed it well. Okay, here we go. Last chance.
Gonna try to dive into the back lane. Very easy for Tark just to throw down the ultimate the second he thinks an engage is going to happen. Kalista ult now coming up. B-Boy can throw it back to the rest of the team. B-Boy, the Tark ult now coming down. They're going to get nothing. Rogue suddenly find Dan on their backside. Hansama's been caught out. He's been left alone. He's going in on Vander instead. He knows the Lantern can come out to save him, but Febiven leaping forward. That damage is way too much for Hansama to deal with. He's going to be forced away. Larson still playing very aggressive, just trying to clear the wave, knowing that the minions are needed to end the game. But Misfits just set their sights on top lane inhibitor instead. Rogue looking ready, looking like they have to go for round 2 if they want to stay alive in this one. As Misfits going to break top lane inhibitor. Are they going to back off here, or are they going to push for the end? It looks like they will back and will leap out to safety. Larson doesn't even get the tower. Draven ult to reveal what they already know is happening. And this stage of the game, Misfits, I don't think that there's really any way outside of a massive throw they can lose this one. 6K, 8K now in their favor. No, and this is the thing about Razork. Might be in trouble now. Might not be the best time to praise him because he has just gotten caught out, but luckily Dan is there and he's nigh unkillable. Gargoyle Stone Plate looking like a healthy, balanced item on the back of that one. Rogue just do not have any kind of damage to kill the Sejuani, and sadly, that was it. That was the last play. That was the final nail of the coffin, and Rogue hammered it home themselves as Misfits just wiped that fight.
And here comes the TP to grab the minion wave. Larson was trying to do his job, push down some minion waves, farms, continue to stack that CS, but like you said, a Misfits game one are going to walk this one pretty cleanly in.
Incredible start for this Misfits lineup. 15-2 to kill score. 9K gold in their favor. A very easy, very simple closeout. Respect to Rogue for trying to make a play happen to turn the game back in their favor, but because play after play did not work out for them, it is going to mean the end for Misfits. Misfits going up 1-0 in our first game of the series.
Spicy.
I would love sustained damage. Even better. You wanted boring Frostgrove, and Misfits are like, we will deliver. Corky versus Z. Step forward. Luckily, Fevivin has pushed out mid lane. Will be able to step down. So essentially, it's a trade.
Did you still have it, or did it fall off? I think Larson still has his blue, so I guess there's a note there, but Corky's still running tier.
Unstoppable coming out, but a huge Renekton ult. That's going to be more than enough damage. As we're trying to get the follow-up, but he's just going to get absolutely ripped through, running away. As they're going to try to dash out to safety. They're trying to finish this one off, but that's the double kill. Now Fevivin is looking to be the cleanup.
You have to get as much out of this Renekton early game as you can. It's now top lane. Nothing.
Going Denik.
Oh, something!
Have to play careful, forcing out the ult there. Don't want to take the in front of damage, but Vander's looking to give him a lick. May have bit off more than he could chew, though. B-Boy needs to step forward, but he has to be careful because Hansama does so much damage. That was not the fight that B-Boy wanted, but the exhaust is there. Denik is trying so hard to win this exchange, but it looks like too little too late. Finn now on the way, and they're burning everything on this one. They just want to get it started off. Denik going to grab one kill. Hansama manages to make it out, but Dan, is he going to give his life for the exchange? It does not look like it. Dashes out to safety before anything else can happen. Hansama under the turret. Razork now on the way in. That's a level 10 Renekton with Blade of the Rune King. This might not be the fight that they're looking for, and it looks like indeed they will just back away.
So much expended for that top lane. Multiple teleports, a lot of flashes. It doesn't translate to any sort of objective, but
Boy, trying to keep the play going. You mentioned a good flash takeout safety, but Fevivin now face checking into Hansama, but it's more than happy with the exchange thus far. Does he want to go for the big package? He does. He feels the big play in his bones. He manages to get it down before the stun can come through. The auto will not be interrupted, and now Razork is on the way, and he can try to swallow up Fevivin, but it might not happen. Dippo try to buy a little bit of time. Fevivin's in trouble. The knockup comes through. Double kill. The kick going to close it out.
Well, Fevivin sends his regards.
And just solid play. On top of that, he's still got the Muramana. He's stacking. He just picked up the Sheen. That's a perfect time to get a few more kills.
Fights will be coming. Rogue are fine to give away these Drakes. The towers are more important to them at this point, so securing the Rift Herald was much more valuable because this game will be more
overcommit. But for now, both teams just kind of dancing back and forth, as you mentioned. The good news is Rogue's strongest point on the map, Finn.
A lot of hard CC other than the Rakan, but you have so many disengage tools. I'll hold it. Maybe they catch Larson.
Kit connects the flash forward just to follow it up. The instant shutdown. Going to be a great duelist, but as he starts to fall off in team fights, those Ornn items are going to amount to more and more, and we're getting closer and closer to the breakpoint for Dan. We'll hold that thought, though, because Denix is going to go for the flash engage. The follow-up on the Tom Kench is there. Hansama can get spit out to safety. The exhaust will make sure he doesn't go down. Now Hansama wants to turn it because it's inspired on the back side. Here he goes in for the ult. He will connect on the Fevivin, and that should just be his life. But no, Fevivin flashing out within an inch of his life. The safeguard will keep him healthy, and now the fight's going to turn. B-Boy! That was massive. Larson there to punish, however, as Denik now just going to try to make what he can out of a potentially lost fight. Dan needs to make it out. Misfits doing well to kick things off. It looks hype, it looks flashy, but Rogue just going to slowly but surely walk them down as Dan is going to walk away here empty-handed.
And it feels like what Rogue will actually get out of this, other than the kill gold, is they'll be able to match the mid lane tower and get in position for the Ocean Drake that's spawning in 15 seconds. So it's kind of in terms of Rogue survive it or not.
And credit to B-Boy, but now the fight's just going to start again because Razork is just going to get deleted here. Lock down the kick out to safety. Is alive for now. Fevivin is going to use the package that unstoppable, keeping him alive and well. B-Boy, though, no ultimate, has to be careful. Is going to back up on this one. He's taking so much damage without that ult. He instantly gets shredded through, and there's Finn. All that gold paying off. Hansama rain in hell from the back line. Dan and Fevivin got nothing left but to run. Finn fishing for the double dash. Wants to be ideal guns for the shred, so it does buy them a bit more time, but here comes the Tom Kench. Oh no, this is going to go from bad to worse. If they take the Baron and then find 2 kills on top of it, Finn is very big. Can he make his way out to safety in this one? 1.2k getting lower and lower. They are going to grab the Baron. Now they can turn to look for Fevivin, but Fevivin, one-man army. Maybe he can get something done here. But
and try to make the crazy plays and then have the miracle players like more chances to try to claw this one back. But Rogue pretty firmly in control. Denik, watch him.
Absolutely. On flank. something that they're wishing for, but he will get spotted out now. They have most of their flanks warded on the side of Rogue, as well as this Azir tower set up. It's very hard to collapse on this team at this point in time. Meanwhile, Finn does break down the bottom tier 2. Fev has been the only person who can contest him, only person with enough of a damage threat and survivability to really stop the Renekton pushing any further. Now Inspired just stepping forward. The turret's laid down from Han Sama. He's got Infernum. He's got the shot.
Neither team really needs this. You can play a side lane. It's not a soul point. Oh, we will die for this one.
That does not matter. This
Here's
is the
thing,
arena.
Though. Misfits are at a disadvantage, though, because if they die here, look at the bot wave. It would be game over.
Oh, but they managed to find him in the pinch. Dan, that's going to be a big ult. They only managed to hit Tom Kench. B-Boy off to the side. Good damage so far. Dan soaking as much as he can, but it's Finn on the back line. It's going to be a problem for this team. But Finn dashing out to safety. B-Boy's still there. B-Boy can go in, but the exhaust comes in. It's clutch from Vander. The ultimate already forced out. It's a slow, controlled team fight. Rogue had the health bars in their favor.
Warson's all teleported in, so Rogue got him right where they want him. Health bar advantage.
Dan unstoppable is just going to back away here. Cannot use that CC, but now Han Sama has been caught out. He's going to be in trouble. They're trying to buy their time. Razor trying to find the kick flash. Instead, he's going to kick the Sigourney in the midst of the team. Han Sama now going to be in trouble. Videnic cannot find the knockup. A beautiful flash from Han Sama. They're fighting enemy territory, but it doesn't matter. Rogue have met a strong back line, and they're pushing Misfits back into their own side of the map. They're all so low. There's so much damage threat here on the Misfits side. If Rogue misposition, they can get shredded, but this is definitely Rogue's fight to lose. Snare there.
They've corralled them.
Oh, they've just gone into the meat grinder. Rogue have set it up so beautifully. Unstoppable. Now it's Larsson's time to shine. Hansam on the backside with the onslaught. Just let him die. Triple kill coming in for the Azir. Rogue, that was a thing of beauty.
And they don't even need the Baron. Rogue knows the damage is done. It was a controlled, slower pace game. That's exactly what Rogue want to see on a composition that is their bread and butter. They just tear Misfits apart and bring us to a 1-1 series.
Incredible fight. Shepherding them back. I didn't know who was going to come out on top, but Rogue, stay steady, stay controlled. This is what you talk about when it comes to scaling, when it comes to a close game. Execution from Rogue is on point. They're walking around. It's a victory lap as they tie up the series. 1-1 the overall score. What a change here in Game 2.
But something that is very important to watch for is that potentially you could try to punish Draven set or step forward, and we said it was going to be an aggressive jungler. I called out the Jarvan. It's instead going to be the Pantheon, using wave priority and wave state really well across the map. As here's the wrench in the plan, TP.
Big commitments here. Snare's going to come out as well. Dan now off to the side. Pillar has come in. Han Sama now needs to run away. Han Sama taken out. That's going to be first blood. They're looking to 2. Are they going to donate both to B-Boy? That's the big question. May give one over to Dan, but no. B-Boy going to be the happy benefit. Trundle. The Pillar can interrupt a lot of the action if Razork is quick on the trigger here. But Larsson coming over as well. Good Pillar. The flash through. They're just going to follow through. Bear trap on a rope. Razork's going to get pulled back to the rest of them. That's going to be a quick and easy kill for the side of Rogue. Dan can't afford to overstep here.
Was that the charge? Where's Kled?
That was the charge, but I believe Aatrox interrupted it. Now Larsson going in. He was waiting on that ultimate. He is going to use it. He's going to knock him right back. Inspired going to find that one. He can block all the damage coming out from Twitch. At this stage of the game, probably isn't going to happen.
But who would have thought, like, coming into this matchup that, like, Dinnick and B-Boy totally...
Oh, man. Is Inspired even going to approach? Nope. That's solo gold. That is the most generous act jungler can do. Mental was ever going to collapse. That was the time. That or when Vander comes up, punches you on the face, and looks to get a fight kicked off, because that's the dunk back down on the Tom Kench. Luckily, B-Boy manages to make it out, but here comes the Pantheon. Inspired leaps in, and Razor can't do anything. He's going to steal a bit of resistances, but that's going to be it for now. Now, Dan looking to turn this one back.
Just chilling, just farming in the mid lane, and the fact that Rogue are constantly able to find these kills or find these game power with that itemization from Corki as Dan again.
Ooh, the flash out. Don't know if it's going to be enough, though. Bear trap on the rope. That's going to reduce the healing. The Conqueror's already there. Kled hasn't even reset, and Inspired is just now mitigating that tower aggro. That is a broken dive duo, and Dan is learning it firsthand.
It's not fun. I'm sorry, Dan. Very well executed from Rogue, though. They have clearly practiced this one a lot, and they're going to keep running that exact same play if it pays off. Now, meanwhile, it does mean that the mid-tier tower falls down, so I guess Dan was worth something. But traded 1-for-1 is bot tower. Really cleaning up this wave, and then he's probably going to charge in. Rogue want this fight.
Rogue ready to go. Can't just look into steal and contest. Inspired's going to steal that one away. That's a nightmare. Dunk down in the middle of the team. Rogue, they're so good at these combos. And here we go. That is a clean start. Finn now on the chase. Bear trap on a rope going to be more than enough. Dunks them down, and Rogue. That was... Oh, no. Finn just walking down. If he hits the bear trap on a rope, there's nothing he can do. It's connected. Yeah, he's pulled back. He's dead. Finn now on a ramp.
Steal level 10, level 11. Here's the TP. We'll see what they can get done.
These 4 members, Aatrox on the backside, 4k health, getting lower and lower. They don't have the major ults available quite yet on the side of Rogue. Larson can try to re-engage here, but they are just going to retreat.
And Corki TP also available, and he spawns in 3 seconds. And Misfits actually do have a mid lane. Oh no, they're teleporting towards the Baron. Oh my god, they're going to burn it.
Oh, they're going to start as well. They know that the opportunity has come through, but Finn has TP. They want to force out Finn's TP. They want to even out the TP advantages.
I don't know about this one.
I don't know about it either, because Finn's going to come in with his ultimate, and he's going to be right on that back line, and things are going to go from bad to worse if they start off optimally. Rogue don't want to continue to do the Baron, though. That's going to be crucial. They just want to look for picks instead. Dan dashing over the wall, and he'll hold on. Rogue, is it your turn? Off. Misfits looking for their second, trying to stop Soul Point from coming out, but Dan's on the backside, and Kledge just diving right in. Big damage as they're all lined up, but B-Boy now trying to fire back. Dunk back down into the enemy backline. Vander trying to buy time, trying to limit what Dan can do, but Hansama's now cashed in. That's going to be big money. Razork running for the hills. Larson is out to safety, and Finn chasing down Dan, pocket pistol over. He's waddling. He's gonna get him. He remounts, and now Razork's in
Larson's
trouble.
Larson's gonna TP.
Oh, Febiven's in trouble. I don't even know if he needs to. They should have this
to
easy.
The Baron.
One auto, big chunk, clean pickup. And now Razork's gonna get taken out as well. Ah, I see what you mean. Larson's gonna TP to start the Baron because he's on Rogue. I thought you meant Febiven. And look, they got the 2-man Baron. They know they're completely uncontested. Now they're going to grab the Ocean Drake as well. 7k gold lead for this team, gonna turn into 8. The Baron drops. Another Ocean Drake to follow, going to move them up to Soul Point with triple Ocean. I don't want to say the ultimate nightmare. He went from behind his allies to now just matching them item for item. Big money coming in.
And he's now in the state where Draven kind of turns into a poke champion, because it's that. You hit a single axe and you do massive chunks of damage. And so it's not really about like the 5v5. Like obviously Hansama has the skill expression that in the 5v5 he'll be able to juggle his axes and output ridiculous DPS. But at this point, like even if he just hits the single axe and then Larson has the range on Azir, that's the obnoxious part in tandem with Baron that allows them to siege so effectively.
And Frostcry and I have good news and bad news for the Rogue fans out there. The good news is you're probably going to win this game. The bad news is Larson will not be winning the CS at 20 record anytime soon, because the current record holder in LEC history is Perks at 301, but it was funnel meta. So there's really no beating the record ever again because funnel meta was a thing. So unless we're going to exclude funnel meta, no one's ever going to contest that.
Why must every mid laner bow before Perks? He holds everything!
History just can't, unless we get another funnel meta, no one's ever going to beat that record.
Larson can't wait.
Except for maybe Ooze, but that would have to be international records, right? Rogue breaking open the base quite handily. They're obviously monstrously far ahead. We're waiting potentially for one last desperate gambit here, but oh god, I don't think there's any gambits left. I think Misfits are dead. They may not know it yet, but the dot's ticking, and they are going to drop here in a second.
And they need to find a different strategy. They couldn't contest Rogue in the lane phase. Rogue smashed them in the lane. Unfortunately, with how the bracket has shaped up, they've got a lot of ground to run to prove that they're the 4th best team in the LEC, but moving on to match point and taking down Misfits here is one step closer to doing that.
Finn going to demount here, though. Maybe they can burst him down. Buys a bit more time with the stopwatch, but Rogue should just be there. Yeah, no one wants to step forward into that one. At any moment, Finn could come ulting into their line. Luckily, there's a few more seconds on that cooldown, but Finn has the home guard buff, and he's going to walk forward. Denek's not going to be saving anybody today. Catfish can't eat himself, but Hansama going to be happy to have another cash in, a little bit more money in the bank. Not even going to get a chance to spend it, sadly, for him, but Misfits looking a bit out of sorts here in this game. Maybe one last fight could be the difference they need, but the gold is just not in their favor. Rogue are too strong. Every single member a massive threat. Big ult coming in from Larson, though. He has definitely overstayed his welcome. Maybe this is the turning point. Good damage now coming back. The Indian walking forward. The exhaust goes down. Febiven desperately trying to kill him, but they can't. The meat grinder is just too strong. Too many members of Rogue left standing. They cannot find the kill onto Larson, but that's going to be one more. B-Boy has the healing necessary to get things kicked off. Where's the pillar going to go?
Here he
TP
comes.
now coming in from Rogue. They're looking for the reinforcements. Waves are never going to be in a good state, and their lives might not be either, because here comes the charge. Denek going to be singled out, bear trap on a rope. Finn going to dash right back out to safety, though, giving B-Boy some due respect for trying to take away Soul Point, and they are going to grab it, denying it and buying themselves a bit more time, but still, Finn constantly pushing forward. B-Boy throwing down turret after turret just to poke down at the opposing team here. But Pantheon coming in, it was a bait. They did eat him out. They're going to try to buy a bit more time, but now Finn can dive right back onto B-Boy. B-Boy desperately trying to retreat, but there's good damage coming in. They can turn it. Now it's the meat grinder turned around. Rogue staying for way too long. The dunk down is coming through, but look at the minions. Look at them pushing in. Rogue are just buying more time because that's going to do it. Hey, if the champions...
I'm going to take the free win.
And as great as that fight looked for Misfits, as you said, it was just uncharacteristic mistakes of Rogue at this point in the game. Misfits are still very much, or should be very much down and out. It will still be a miracle if they come back and find a team fight win here, but I imagine it will start with them having...
Though, like, even if Rogue get wiped here, I don't think Misfits can just run it back. I almost think that, like, the later this game goes, the scarier these team fights get, like, the more often that the the inhibs will respawn and the more chances that Misfits get. Like, definitely backs to the wall, but I actually think that Rogue should gamble here and just try to go for it.
You can't be any more ahead than triple inhibitor and 10k up in the lead. Like, you could argue for 20, but at a certain point, gold doesn't matter.
He wants to buy his last item and teleport back in.
We did say he loves 6 items. Doesn't even get the Ludens in this game. Just sits on the last chapter. Gets the death cap.
Okay, he's teleporting back in mid.
Okay. What did he buy? He didn't buy anything. That's fine. He just wanted a bit more HP, but now the fight's starting off. A good start for Set, but B-Boy untouched on the backside. He's just going to start to shred through. Oh, he's got the Severum. He can do a lot of damage, but Larson just has the side of the Nexus. There's too many members. They can't stop him. Rogue. The desperate gambit pays off, and they close the game out. They don't need to hit the champions when they champion, as he lacks a significant gap closer, but can do a lot of work there. And here we go. That is a lot of beefy boys on the side of the Rogue, blindly not. Let's find out for now. Good news is Misfits are going to get their hands on this first Drake, the Cloud Drake. Happy to have that ultimate cooldown reduction. Normally, I'm not excited about
advantages that Rogue started at first. They have the advantage of having all 5 members there ready to go.
Smite should be able to take it down, but immediately the Rumble Equalizer comes out onto Vander, the most vulnerable member on the team. But Larson now looking to turn it. Vander flashing out to safety for now, but B-Boy is on the backside. He's got the setup as well with the Caliber. Anyone who walks in that turret is going to be taking a lot of damage, but Finn at his strongest just dives forward. The Lantern coming out for the disengage.
The idea of possibly getting some kills, throwing the Herald into the mid lane, but instead decide just to put some gold into Finn's pocket, but he may have overstayed his welcome because of it.
The Facebreaker, the dunk back down, trying to walk away, trying not to trigger that tower aggro, but he does manage to take one shot coming through. Lantern coming in as well. Finn going to be in trouble. Haymaker goes wide, but Fevivin just going to grab that
So easy for Ormid to itemize no matter what his opponent is going to be, because he can either go Abyssal or Sunfire.
Oh, that was a clean hook over the wall from Denik. We wanted to see him off Tom Kench, and there you go, but Vander's got a response of his own. Stopwatch comes out, buys a bit of time. The rest of the team now on the retreat. Razor making his way over the wall. First time since game 1 we've seen them with such a dominant early game. And Rogue, without the Azir, without the guaranteed late game insurance.
Wave priority that his Azir and his Corki have shown.
Oh, but now Dan potentially going to be in trouble here. Dragus now coming in. It looks like he's going to get one shot. Haymaker comes out, but it might be too little too late. Facebreaker comes in. He's going to dunk him back down. Inspired buys a bit more time. Dan just desperately trying to find the kill, but it will not work.
Flash, so if he wants to get fancy.
Alright, go down.
Oh, you don't want that
go
fight.
In. Oh, big equalizer though. Baiting out that cooldown from Fevin. The knockback is there. Ornn now coming in. Razor going to get knocked out on this one. So once again, the Herald right so far.
And I was wrong. He did want that fight because Larson showed up. It was like 2v3. They didn't see Dink in.
Ooh, ulti coming out here. Knockup's not going to connect.
He's out.
It's fine. That's fine.
I can't say what I really think about it.
Oh, okay, that's fine. This is it's the G.
Stand here with threat of cast because of that.
He is absolutely unafraid, however. Inspired going to take a lot of poke here. He's ready for a fight to break out.
He's
Big
burning.
Rumble. Ooh, snipe. It's the PvE versus PvP mindset. Right now, Misfits are all about the PvP. They're just looking to fight, looking to scrap. And I mean, when you look at Finn getting pulled back, Fevin can see, can wait to see if they commit before he throws the ultimate.
He's looking for the choke point.
Doesn't want to get it, waits for Dan to go in, pulls him right back into the equalizer. That is massive damage. Dan is not going to go down to the backside. Finn desperately trying to get a kill, but that's a shutdown for B-Boy. Big money into the pocket of the Aphelios. Misfits taking a very solid fight.
Excellent job from Fevin there to hold the ultimate cooldown. He waited until Rogue stepped forward into the choke and got maximum value. Like, red carpet is laid down for them, and we immediately go into another team fight.
They get the cleanse splash. Remember, B-Boy still has flashed up, but Denik does not. The rest of the team now trying to go down. It's another dunk down right into the midst of the team. Big damage comes in from the set, but now B-Boy's been isolated from the fight. Larson doing his best to zone him off. That's going to be ult coming in from the Nautilus to buy B-Boy a bit more time away from the fight. Hansama cannot get anything done, though. Razork is now on the hunt.
Misfits can't do anything.
The stun gets hit, but that's a big ult from Hansama. A clean turn, and now Rogue suddenly, their hopes are alive, their dreams are alive, but B-Boy untouched for now. This is his moment. This is his time to shine. They're turning it still. It's such a close fight, but Fevin is just shredding through the tankier members. Oh, they've stacked so much health, and it's just exactly what a Rumble and a Blade of the Rune King set want to see. This is Dragon Soul for Misfits. No one thought this was going to be the fight where they would take it, but here it is.
Okay, Finn has teleport. Inspired has stayed around, so they're going to try to 2v2 this. Here comes Finn.
B-Boy stepping forward into Inspired. He just wants to take the smite out of the fight. He flashes in. Big damage, but it's going to miss. Finn just going to shred through the 80 carry, and now suddenly Misfits are at a loss. They got the gold advantage in their two members, but the health just isn't there. And Rogue, they're going to take away the Infernal. They're going to deny the soul from Misfits. They're going to keep their hopes alive in this game.
And that is a tower that has lasted the test of time. Okay, Inspired just about to have cast back up.
Gargoyle Stoneplate now coming in though. B-Boy trying to fire down a bit of damage on the backside. The knockup's going to be there, but the TP's coming in as well. Fevman can throw down the quad.
Rogues, you don't want the Rumble ultimate. You definitely don't want to be a choke point if you're Misfits, because you don't want to eat the Misfortune ult.
Yeah, trying to find a good ult here, but taking so much damage in the meantime. Knockback is now going to try to dunk over the wall. That's going to be a big ult to start things off, but Larson is now firing back, and B-Boy gets shredded by Hans Samazal. Basically 100-0 there. Now Misfits are on the retreat. Another chance at Dragon Soul lost. Fevman throws down the ultimate, but no one is getting hit. They're on the hunt. They're pursuing, and Rogue, just like that, they're turning the game around. Razor, just another name on the list. He is going to be able to make it out for now, but the shut.
Razor out and immediately back into base so that they could try to contest it. Although the game away from Misfits, that you have to out.
Honestly, my eyes are glued to B-Boy. What anyone else is doing is just, it feels almost inconsequential, except if Fevman gets caught out. Damage is now coming in. Fevman not quite going to get knocked back. The Zhonya's comes in, but it's too little too late. The shutdown on the Fevman, and that should be all that Rogue need to move in for a winning fight.
Oh no, Inspired over the wall.
Oh, the flash body slam. B-Boy trying to make it out to safety. No. Not again. Another 80 carry making the play that loses his team the game and instantly Finn is into the backside. The dunk down, but Finch is going to dash out to safety. Dan cannot get it done. Finn locked up. Zonya's perfectly to dodge out on the ultimate, and that might just be it. Rogue could break down this tower. Maybe they go for an objective to follow. It's full, hoping they can get something back in return, but we went from neck and neck, dead even. Rogue slowly building advantages over time to
Razor and Dinnick have to hit critical targets.
Razor hitting the jungler there. Big ult coming back on the upside. Fevman on the backside with the equalizer laying down. A ton of damage from Dan as well. Hans Sama zoned out of the fight. He can still use the ultimate when he wants to. They're pulling away. Finn is taking out B-Boy. That's going to be massive. And Misfits, they're falling apart. They've got nothing left in the tank. Baron buff backing them up, as well as triple Infernal for the side of Rogue. And now it's a desperate final stand for Misfits. Can they make their way out of this one? It does not look like it. And that should be it. Frostgurn and Rogue barreling down the mid lane, looking to end this series and face Origin next week.
And it was just too little too late. Rogue had out-itemized, they had outscaled past Misfits' composition. They play it slow, they play it control, and they clean up the series 3-1.
When push comes to shove, Misfits simply could not match. A little bit of craziness, a little bit of chaos in game one gets them one win, but it's Rogue dominance through every other game as the 3-1 closeout commences.